as Yukao just held onto a stun that entire time and a very beautiful first blood going into TT. Wei is getting a little bit desperate, trying to make a respawn play in the top.
Oh, misses! Wei didn't even flash! And TT get away with it.
He knew. I mean, to be fair, Beichuan looked at his blue and he's like, where did it go? So Wei had to be in the top side, and Hoya respected that beautifully by just dodging the Q straight away, but Beichuan is going for more.
The timing is huge. He did it mid, now he's doing it top. TT open playoffs with 2 kills against Royal Never Give Up. What an opener.
Oh no, how is Ming ever going to link up with Wei if there's already 2 kills in the solo lanes going over to TT? This is where we want to credit Beichuan being such an active jungler, as he just has that aggressive nature in him. Being a Wukong who's traditionally known to be weak in the early game, but he's just getting these ganks pulled off as this ward doesn't spot him, which is it does spot him.
It does.
Getting hit as well. 30 CS down now. It's so hard. Maybe an ultimate here.
Realm Warp. Okay, there's the flash. The ult under turret is good. Hoya has nothing to use, but Wei's taken 1 too many shots. Angel takes the rest. He ain't dead. As you said, we need to see more from Wei, but there ain't no Wei in this game, Kitty.
There ain't no way from this game, as he's just gonna get away 2-0 because Angel just doesn't have the damage. We're gonna take another replay of what happened in this top lane and how Breeze got so low. But with the Proto Belt in Hoya's hand, being 30 CS up, also a kill in his pockets, he just can't ever win that 1v1 when it comes to pure damage. I think Breeze was a little bit too greedy with his ultimate, held on for a bit too long. He could have gotten out, but unfortunately another
Solo's out. Wei! Monkey versus angry pink-haired lady, and the monkey wins. As Yukao follows through, Breathe is out of there with his own little drifting maneuver. But TT might have just secured the game. 3-2 rather, members down. RNG's base is getting onslaughted, and so many people came in favoring RNG, but Royal Never Give Up. We're going to have to give up on the back of this Nexus for game 1. Thunder Talks debut into playoffs, and they hit hard.
Hysterics game 1, 15-1 kill. RNG got 1 kill over 30 minutes, and that was in Angel's hand. I mean, TT kind of just made amateurs out of RNG, but that's not the case. I'm so shocked.
I just can't believe, again, with the crazy emphasis we had on RNG being able to front and back, being able to, I guess, never give up fights, but also CC, where is it? Jumping in, the Arctic Assault's good, but Permafrost a mile away. Breeze finally going to get locked down. It takes a lot, but still not dead. Cannons don't like dying in this top lane in this series.
He's such a little slippery rat. He just dodged everything from Beichuan. 3 ganks in a row from the TT jungler. But Wei's back bottom lane now. Yao no flash.
And a Cyclone available we haven't seen yet, but a flash on top, Solar Flare. And death is Yao Yao at the moment. Gala picks up the kill at melee range for the bazooka kill. RNG have not only woken up, they've woken the whole damn house.
Now 4 plates in Gala's hands. Also 1 kill. I just think whoever plays what?
Teleport's coming through. That's Angel, though. Angel doesn't have flash either, but double distortion of possibilities. Yukao gets hit on the backline. They're taking the engage. The all-in over the Baron's pit. Watch Angel's backside over. One Fox doesn't want to watch him. Instead goes in melee range of Breeze into the slicing maelstrom, my dear friends. TT try to make a trade, a turn, but RNG have got big bad Gala.
TT looking so desperate and forcing the Barons, trying to get RNG to play into their hands, but Gala having the stopwatch specifically picked up after the first Baron gets started. He just survived and flashed away and started doing tons of damage.
We're going to see a replay. But he's taken out in the backhand. They're too far ahead, and with Ocean and with Gala firing away. One box. Woohoo! Oh my god! Wait, Ocean doesn't matter! Ocean doesn't matter! Ocean doesn't matter! Ocean doesn't matter! Angel's running away. Gala's back. Ocean still dead. It doesn't matter, Kitty! The zap doesn't connect. Gala still has GA available. The fact that One got away with that is absurd!
What? That was a 4v5! Breeze died earlier, and it was just the 2 ADCs juking each other out. I'm honestly really certain that RNG only came out alive because of Ocean Soul, because One would have wiped the Jinx without that.
It's okay, Kitty. I've been told the solo cast because Australian internet has to affect at least one of us. But in the meantime, as we look at this replay, I mean, guys, Hoya doesn't have it either. And even though Cassante is a bit of season 12/13 magic, it just wasn't enough. Kitty told Breathe to bring on more members, said he could take on 3, and I believe her. She speaks the truth. Because Breathe right here having a great game on the Kennen, and Kennen in this series is
so much vision setup before BT ever entered into their own jungle. He was just caught off guard and overextended. I think he should really just play up this Zeri as she is currently... Oh no, another 1v1.
But this time around, does he have his first item? He doesn't. Breathe fights away! Breathe! The sidestep of a legend, and now Hoya has absolutely no oxygen to spare.
Hoya just face-palmed in real life after that solo kill. He is having a real tough one. And this is all because Wei ganked top lane first at that level 4 mark and got the ball rolling early on for this Kennen pick. And this Kennen has been dominating all 3 games in this series so far. But we're going to get a replay of what happened to Beitran as he was just way too overpushed on this play. Yukal wasn't in position to help him, and there were just not enough people to help anyone in that situation. He's going to be 2 kills going over to TT. Oh, RNG. And it's going to be really tough to try and revive from this current suffocation, but the 3rd dragon is now spawning. Angel a little bit caught out.
Oh, failed the flash! He failed the flash in playoffs. That's rough to watch as Yukal's one that sets it up, gets the kill credit as well. RNG going to use a Herald, meanwhile mid, but they're going to lose 3rd dragon because of a Kitty. It just depends how much RNG can get with this push.
I'm so sorry everyone, but that flash caught me off guard. I can't believe Angel just missed the flash by a pixel. And that's going to be a pick, and the 3rd soul is going to go into TT's hands. That was their play. That's their angle to come back into the game, Jake.
Yeah, it's huge. It means Ocean Soul on the horizon. As you said, Soul points away. Yukal is alive. There ain't no Jinx Rocket this time around, but man, TT is slipping up.
I mean, Yukal didn't die, to say the least, at the very end. But there's
again?
another solo kill.
Oh yeah, 3rd time's the charm, but Hoya took another turret shot. This time it's against Angel. He flashes, the Topo strikes, and he gets the solo kill. Revenge is a dish best served Cassante style.
This time, it's Angel getting the shorter end of the stick as Hoya finally wins a 1v1 isolated into that top side. Might I add, this Cassandra doesn't have a mythic yet, so he just straight up won from skill issue, I suppose. But Angel is looking a little bit shaky for this game too on this Vex, where we said that this Vex needs to play perfect with how she times her W's, or it's going to be really tough for Gala to fight up all the carries that TT has for this composition. But how many times has Hoya altered over this wall? I believe 3 now. And this is 3rd time's the charm, I believe. So
Kennen's in a bit of trouble. It's bully Kennen day, it seems, but is he getting out? No way. Not again. Barrel roll with Beitran showing the Bolt Breaker way under turret. Does he have a death wish? Wei just wants to watch the world burn.
Wei just went from bot lane gank to base, to top lane gank to base. He's gonna get double scuttled, but I guess as long as you get your solo laners ahead, right? But Beitran playing up this tempo, RNG is gonna really struggle to find this tempo back because your jungler just keeps dying, and when the Vi is behind in the early game, she's so squishy, since every time you commit that ultimate, you're going to get... There's no way out for you, to be honest.
Yeah.
So if Wei gets...
Just walked it on out, the Weaver's Wall's now down. Breeze moving in there, trying for this blue buff for Kitty, I'm worried. 5 members are here. Barrel roll. Body slam. Ulti, he got
What?
it! Oh, worth an all chat for that.
You know what, Breathe? After your previous 3 games, I'll give you this one. That was definitely a message being sent over to TT. Your blue buff's gone for now, but the next one is going to be your play of dreams.
RNG just have to win this singular game. They'll move to round 2. They'll face off against Billy. They've got a long journey ahead of them, but for RNG, it's still possible here. Is onto the Herald for TT, needing this objective. They haven't picked up one yet, not even a turret. And TT falls to Breathe and says the ulti in the back. Soul there on the jungle. Gala's already taken down Yao Yao. TT have just been sent back for the dragon as it doubles on Gala's head. Fong tagged by the laser, but TT are backing away. They ain't giving that pen to the man. As Herald's left charging, Mr. Observer, I see that, but on look towards mid. Is Hoya able to close the gap? No. Gala just walks past him and back towards mid, while Angel teleports topside to get a turret. Net win for RNG.
RNG really doesn't care about the Herald being dropped mid, losing that 2-1 as well. Hoya has the ultimate here. Is he gonna go look for a kill into Angel? No
Hoya
flash.
versus Angel. First land, Favor Frost is good. Hoya is one hit away as the range is there, but Hoya now joins in for the teleport. Meanwhile, what is happening? TT gets bot as well. RNG decided to stab themselves in the stomach and then the leg at the same time.
Yeah, they shot themselves in the foot. I don't know what Wei was trying to accomplish in that mid lane, while your Gragas did have 2 people in the bottom, but a big overstep, and now the Baron's gonna get threatened.
TT have 5 members in front of it. Wei's not up for 10 seconds. He's got a long way to go. As Charm connects, they're finding a pick off the back end. Ignites down. Yao jumps back in, but maybe to his death. Hoya pops the ulti is good, but Gala's still alive. He's firing away flashes. Gala, no! He'll be taken down, but Angel versus Baytron versus UCal. The Charm only under the time. Spirit Rush, Orbit Deception. Baytron gets the bonk. The bonk is good.
My God,
Breed comes in. It's a triple kill for the jungler now, but Breed with the explosive cards needs to finish when he started. Cutting away from UCal. He's second to 1v2. His body bomb flashes onto Baytron. It's a breath of fresh air with Wei coming in. RNG win, but this game has just become fuck wild.
Hysterics, the Inferno Soul spawning in 30 seconds and TT's entire roster is dead. How are they going to set up for this next dragon? I have no idea how. But Gala won a 3v4 in that instance where Wei was just, with this replay, it shows that he was way too overcommitted to this kill, and Fong also burning the flash and gale force just meant no follow-up from the side of RNG. Meanwhile, we have Breeze 1v2ing in that bottom lane, which did hold off the jungler and the mid lane.
With RNG feeling it, the Spring Kings return. UCal getting hit out of Gala, only runs forward, only knows death. A triple kill in round 1 of playoffs. Gala surviving by an inch, but now turns to the turret. It's Nexus turret time. The Spring Kings not only return, but they deny TT from going any further in their first ever playoffs. RNG 3-1, and now their run begins.
RNG coming out into the playoffs with a statement series up against TT. And Gala, well, you think of RNG, your ADC, and he had such an amazing performance on this Zeri.
Cannot believe the return. The way TT started the series again, it cannot be stated that I felt like they were firm favorites straight after the first game, but RNG, I don't know what happened backstage. I don't know.